Nobody in Hollowfen City believed a kid from the lower districts could matter. Kiro had heard that his whole life. Skinny, quiet, born in the part of the city where the lights flickered and the streets smelled like rust. He had no money, no training, and no family name worth mentioning. What he had was thread. It started at 14. He woke up one morning and his wrists were wrong. Not painful, just different, like something had been sleeping inside them and decided, very suddenly, to wake up. He pressed his palm against the wall beside his bed and a thin silver line shot out, stuck, and held his entire body weight without breaking. He fell off the wall 3 times before he figured out how to stay on. By the end of the week, he could cross the entire rooftop of his building in under 4 seconds. The Resonance Council had a name for abilities like his. Rare Class Biological Thread Generation. Estimated population of living users. 11 in the entire recorded history of the Empire. Most of them had used the ability for construction, for weaving, for crafts that made them wealthy and respected. Kiro used it to fall off buildings at high speed. Not on purpose. At first. The first time he caught someone, it was an accident. A girl from his district, falling from a broken fire ladder 3 stories up. He shot a thread without thinking. It caught her at the last second. She looked up at him from the end of the line, suspended 10 feet off the ground, completely still. Then she said, "You could have caught me sooner." Her name was Asha. She became the second person who knew his secret. The first was his ceiling, which had heard him practice his landing technique approximately 200 times and had never once judged him for it. Hollowfen City had a problem. It had always had a problem. The upper districts had the Resonance Guard trained soldiers, with combat abilities, official uniforms, the full backing of the Empire. The lower districts had nothing. Nobody patrolled there. Nobody responded when things went wrong. Kiro started patrolling. Not because he was brave, he was terrified every single time. His hands shook when he launched off a rooftop. His stomach dropped every time a thread missed its mark. He got hit, got lost, got laughed at by the first 3 criminals he tried to stop, one of whom was significantly shorter than him, which he found particularly embarrassing. But he kept going back. Because someone had to. The city didn't know his name yet. The upper districts hadn't noticed him. The Resonance Guard had not received any official reports of a stick-thin kid in a hand-sewn red and blue suit swinging between buildings at dangerous speeds. But the lower districts knew. They didn't call him a hero, they didn't call him anything official, they just started leaving their windows open at night, a little wider than before, just in case he needed somewhere to land.